All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful like Achium, teaching and preaching this truth through the four ends of the world. All right, Shalom to the elect of Israel, the Bayath Shah, Dawadah, the house of David. All right, this is the brother Karatazah back to you with another lesson today. All right, coming out of the Men of Valor Las Vegas camp. Lord willing, to be edifying as always. All right, this lesson is going to be going into, this article right here entitled, from Natural News, entitled NBC News Correspondent Drops Truth Bomb on Biden Regime About to Take Crimea from Putin. It's not going to happen. All right, and pretty much he was saying, this correspondent who is out in, it says Sevastopol, okay? He says that there's pretty much no way that, Ukraine and the U.S. are going to take Crimea, because he stated in this article that he wants to demilitarize Crimea, which is a military town for Russia. All right. Currently, where this man is stationed in Sevastopol, it says in this article that, Russian Navy forces, surrounded. It says very unrealistic. And, contrary to what, mainstream media is pushing, on the regular, that, Ukraine got things under control. All right. See, as you see, the title on the bottom says, a rare look inside Russian occupied Crimea. All right. And what happens to this man, this journalist? Okay, by, I believe his last name Simmons. Okay. Well, I found it very interesting that when you scroll down, somebody reported on Twitter, it says NBC told Americans the truth about Crimea for the first time, and its reporter wound up on the Ukrainian government's kill list, alongside several other U.S. citizens, journalists, clergy, and even children. Will NBC now report on this list? Will press freedom groups denounce it? And that's most likely not. Okay, and as you can see, they have the information here. A screenshot of this man being on the hit list by the name of Brennan Simmons. Okay. So this is what happens when you report things that the government doesn't want you to know. All right, it's all a build up to this censorship. All right, this misinformation. What is it? The ADL that they have set up. To prevent so-called hate speech, because it's really hurting them. All right. And also it says this man David Sachs commented, it's extraordinary to see mainstream media turn on a dime and say things I was saying months ago. Not long ago, these were denounced as Putin's talking points. All right. Hey, what just came out in the news too? Pretty much that, that the U.S. was responsible for Nord Stream 1 and 2. All right. Which we knew that through the spirit, way long ago. All right. But for this lesson, we're going to really focus on, this man being put on this Ukrainian hit list for telling the truth. All right, because it's a foreshadowing to the persecution of, of the Lord's prophets. All right. Let's start off with a few scriptures, to go into what times we are in. It's Matthew 24:6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." See, that's what we're hearing. We're in end time prophecies that Yahushua told us about. Okay. And these things that are coming to pass, are faith boosters to the elect. All right. Because we know that the end is drawing near. Okay. Jeremiah 51:1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, rise up against me a destroying wind. All right, and I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be round against her round about. Okay, and those fanners, starting with the prophets, but include, these whistleblowers. All right, adding fire, to this destruction, adding fuel to the fire of the destruction of Babylon the Great. See, Jeremiah 1, the Lord gave us the power of prophecy. All right. The power of prophecy to tear down kingdoms. Let's get this one, and I believe it's 9. See, 1 and 10. See, actually, let's start at 9. Then the Lord put forth his hand, and touched my mouth, and the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. See, we don't speak on our own vain lists. Yahweh Shem Yahshua gave these words unto his prophets to say. It says, see, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. Okay. So, and that's exactly what his prophets are doing in these times. All right. We are, he's given us the power and put the spirit on us to tear down this, to tear down, Babylon the Great, okay, spiritually, and its infrastructure through this truth. See, all we got to do is these lessons. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is doing all the rest. He's even using these devils, to tear down their own kingdom, to reveal and tell on themselves. All right, let's get that in the book of Psalms. I believe that's, is it the 58th or the 65th? Suck, I haven't went here in a while. Actually, before we get that, let's go and stay in the book of Jeremiah. Let's get Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets have been before me and before thee of old prophesied against many countries, as we're doing here in Babylon the Great, aka America, and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. See, and we're denouncing all of that. Okay, We're tearing it down, this infrastructure of this Roman beast system. Another one that pops up is Isaiah 3:13, Sakya. 13 and 2 says, "Lift ye up a banner," the banner being this truth, the Bible, "upon the mountain," and the parables in the Bible, saying that Babylon must be destroyed. And how it's going to be destroyed through thermonuclear fire. The high mountain, upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Right? These elites, we're telling these elites, that, hey, this place is going down because of this, that, and the third that you did to our people. And the Most High has a score to settle with you. Okay? The gates of the nobles is the leadership of this world, all right, which is being led horribly through these Edomites. Okay? Now let's go into Psalms. Saki, give me 1 second. I had to think how this scripture was worded. Psalm 64 and 8. Because now this truth is being declared, and even Esau's own people are turning against themselves unknowingly. They're busting themselves out, all right? As it says in what's that? Nahum, that, and also in 2 Thessalonians, the son of perdition will be revealed, but that thy nakedness, will be uncovered. Okay, meaning that all these wicked acts that these devils are doing are coming into light, and they're the culprit behind it. They're being exposed. Okay, and going back into those whistleblowers, this is the other side of those fanners. All right, these other nations, and even Esau, Edom themselves, that the ones that are speaking up against this government. All right, Psalm 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Okay, so they're even, okay, these devils are even telling out themselves. All right, these journalists, all right, and whistleblowers are releasing information contrary to what this government wants, because even their own nation sees that this ain't right. All right, man, this leadership gots to go. Okay, all right. So okay, give me 1 second. Okay, and for those people that are releasing information, all right, hey, as we spoke about earlier, and with this article, now this man is on a hit list for telling how things really are in Crimea, that really, there's no way to overtake, that military town, all right, without, pretty much what this is going to lead up to is, more military getting involved, all right. So, what you think that's going to push Putin's hand to do, all right? But now, since he released the truth, what happened? Now he on the Ukrainian hit list, all right? This is and we've been seeing in these last few years journalists that speak the truth, all right, or getting took out. All right, it's always happened, but in South America, it's been very. There's been a lot of journalists killed. All right, and don't think that it can't happen. Here, soon. All right. All right, but their main thing why YouTube has how to spot misinformation, why they're pushing censorship of hate speech, this, that, and the third, okay, is because, all right, they're being exposed, all right, and why they have laws set in place is to get, all right, their main target is the Israelites, but the prophets, okay. This is Amos 5 and 10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. All right, and that's mainly speaking about these, about the prophets on the highways and byways, the Lord's prophets. All right, but that leads into, okay, that goes for these whistleblowers as well, because they speaking that truth. All right, they're exposing them. And now he on a hit list, right? All right. Let's go to Matthew, the 5th chapter. This goes for the prophets. All right, it says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. And Yahushua had to go through that, and his prophets are going to have to go through that, have been through that. All right, starting with the apostles on down. Have been defamed, called, a rapist, have been, men have tried to take their image away from them, all right, spreading lies and rumors on their name, all right, and they had to withstand that, all right. That's why the scriptures say, be blameless. Ye be blameless, because when all these accusations don't stick, all right, then hey, you in the clear. It says, rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. See, this is, and that's, beautiful when you get persecuted, because hey, this is supposed to happen. I'm doing the right thing. This is that burden we were meant to carry. Okay. It's a part of this truth. Okay. And we do these videos for the elect, so that they, have a chance, the hopeful elect, so they have a chance at salvation, following this truth and know what to expect. All right. Coming into serious times right now, and, there's only two ways out. You either gonna, die for this truth. If you're the elect, you're gonna die for the truth, all right, or get beamed up into a spaceship, all right, beamed up into that UAP, the chariots of the Lord, all right, and be saved, okay. But knowing that is a honorable death, okay. If you're a part of the 2/3, you're gonna die by pain, ICBM missile, or however the Lord sees fit, But judgment on this side, knowing that, there will be no sinners left. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to take you out, according to Amos 9 and 10. This is the book of John 8. I believe it's going to be verse 52, and we're going to end it off on this. Nope. Slaki, I thought I had it right here. Slaki, it was 8:32. It says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. All right. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is letting his truth be heard. All right, through the four ends of the world. He has set up that line. All right, so that this truth can be taught in every language, land, right, and be heard. Okay. And knowing this truth, all right, and knowing these things that that these devils are got planning, is in and the videos going up is for preparation. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, right? And it's gonna make you free, from that mental bondage. All right. Those chains of darkness are these, weak bodies. When you have that truth, all right, you're not a natural man no more. Okay, you're spiritual. All right. If you're an Israelite, all right, you have that if the Lord bless you with eye salve, you have the ability, to receive salvation. All right. If you use it, if you use it, correctly. All right. And the Lord keeps the spirit on you. All right, but with that, Lord willing, this lesson's been edifying. Kind of touched on a couple of different points, but Lord willing, the point was made. Hey, with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. To the next one, I'd like to say Shalom. Kwam Yasharallah, blah, blah, blah.